Hello students, we discuss the chapter about posology. What is the definition of posology? Posology is derived from Greek words posos, how much, and logos means science. Posology is a branch of medical science which deals with dose or quantity of drugs which can be administered to a patient to get the desired pharmacological action. The dose of drug cannot be fixed rigidly because various factors are responsible, that is age, gender, severity of the disease, etc. The official doses in pharmacopoeia represent the average range of quantity suitable for adults, which is administered orally within 24 hours. When other routes of administration are followed, the relevant appropriate dose is given. There are various factors which influence the dose of drug. There are generally 16 factors: age, gender, body weight, route of administration, time of administration, environmental factor, emotional factor, presence of disease, accumulation, additive effect, synergism, antagonism, idiosyncrasy, tolerance, tachyphylaxis, metabolic disturbances. These all factors affect posology. First factor in detail: age. The pharmacokinetics of many drugs changes with age. Newborn infants are abnormally sensitive to certain drugs because of the immature state of their hepatic and renal function, by which drugs are inactivated and eliminated from the body. Failure to detoxify and eliminate drugs result in their accumulation in tissues to a toxic level. Whereas elder patients are more sensitive to some drug effect, example hypnotics, which may produce confusion state in them. Thus, age affects the dose of drug. Next, gender. Women do not always respond to the action of drug in same manner as it done in men. Special care should be taken when drugs are administered during menstruation, pregnancy, or lactation. The strong purgatives, example aloes, should be avoided during menstruation. Similarly, the drugs which may stimulate the uterine smooth muscles, example drastic purgative, antimalarial drugs, ergot alkaloids, are contraindicated during pregnancy. Like alcohol, barbiturate, narcotic drugs acts on fetus through placenta. During lactation, morphine, tetracycline should be avoided because it affects on babies due to secretion into milk. Next factor, body weight. The average dose is mentioned either in terms of milligram per kilogram of body weight. Another technique used as a total single dose for an adult weighing between 50 to 100 kg. However, the dose expressed in this fashion may not apply in case of obese patient, children, and malnourished patient. It should be calculated according to body weight. Next factor, route of administration. Intravenous doses of drug are usually smaller than the oral doses because the drugs are administered intravenously, enter the bloodstream directly. Onset of action is quick with intravenous route, and this might enhance the chances of drug toxicity. The effectiveness of drug formulation is generally controlled by route of administration. Next factor is time of administration. The presence of food in the stomach delay the absorption of drug. The drugs are more rapidly absorbed from the empty stomach. The amount of drug which is very effective when taken before a meal may not be that much effective when taken during or after meals. Certain drugs like iron, arsenic, and cod liver oil, they produce irritation into stomach, should be given after meal, and antacid drugs taken before meal. Next factor is environmental factor. Daylight is stimulant and enhancing the effect of stimulating drugs and diminishing the effect of hypnotics. Darkness is sedative, so hypnotics are more effective at night because hypnotics are drugs which produce sleep and produce calmness in CNS. The amount of barbiturate required to produce sleep during daytime is much higher than the amount required to produce sleep at night. Another example is alcohol is better tolerated in cold environment than in summer. Next factor, emotional factors. The females are more emotional than male and requires less dose of certain drugs. The personality and behavior of a physician may influence the effect of drugs, especially the drugs which are intended for use in psychosomatic disorders. In certain disease, inert dosage forms, which called placebos, are prescribed. These placebos are similar in physical properties to actual medicament, and they are known to produce therapeutic benefit in disease like angina pectoris and bronchial asthma. Next factor, presence of disease. Drugs like barbiturates and chlorpromazine may produce unusually prolonged effect in patient having liver cirrhosis. Streptomycin is excreted mainly by the kidney, may prove toxic if kidney of patient is not working properly. Next example is during fever a patient can tolerate high doses of antipyretics than a normal person. Next factor, accumulation. Some drugs produces the toxic effect if it is repeatedly administered for a long time. Example, digitalis, ametin, heavy metals, because these drugs excreted slowly. This occurs due to cumulative effect of the drug. The cumulative effects are generally produced by slow excretion, degradation, and rapid absorption of drugs. Sometimes cumulative effect is desirable in drugs like phenobarbital in treatment of epilepsy. Next factor, additive effect. When the total pharmacological action of two or more drugs administered together is equivalent to sum of their individual pharmacological action, the phenomena is called additive effect. Example, combination of ephedrine and theophylline is used in the treatment of bronchial asthma. Next is synergism. When desired therapeutic result read is difficult to achieve with single drug. At that time, two or more drugs are used in combination form for increasing their action. This phenomena is called synergism. Example, procaine and adrenaline combination increase the duration of action of procaine by synergism. Next factor, antagonism. When action of one drug is opposed by the other drug on the same physiological system, that is known as antagonism. The use of antagonistic response to drugs is valuable in the treatment of poisoning. Example, milk of magnesia is given in acid poisoning where alkaline effect of milk of magnesia neutralize the effect of acid poisoning. Next example, when adrenaline and acetylcholine are given together, they neutralize the effect of each other due to antagonism because adrenaline is vasoconstrictor and acetylcholine is vasodilator. Next factor, idiosyncrasy. Idiosyncrasy is also called drug allergy. Idiosyncrasy is an extraordinary response to a drug which is different from its desired pharmacological action. This the definition of idiosyncrasy. Example: small quantity of aspirin may produce gastric hemorrhage. Uh, some persons are sensitive to penicillin and sulfonamide because they produce severe toxic symptoms. Next factor, tolerance. When an unusually large dose of a drug is required to elicit an effect ordinarily produced by normal therapeutic dose of drug, the phenomena is called as drug tolerance. Example: smokers can tolerate large amount of nicotine. Alcoholics can tolerate large amount of alcohol. The drug tolerance is of two types: true tolerance, which is produced by oral and parenteral administration of drug; pseudo tolerance, which is produced only to the oral route of administration. Factors influencing dose includes next factor, tachyphylaxis. When some drugs administered repeatedly at short intervals, the cell receptors get blocked up and pharmacological response to that drug decreased. The decreased response cannot be reversed by increasing the dose. This phenomena is called tachyphylaxis or acute tolerance. Example: ephedrine given repeatedly at short intervals in the treatment of bronchial asthma may produce very less response due to tachyphylaxis. Similarly, drugs like amphetamine, cocaine, and nitrates behave in this way. Last factor is metabolic disturbances. Changes in water electrolyte balance and acid-base balance, body temperature, and other physiological factors may modify the effect of drugs. Example: salicylates reduce body temperature in only in case an individual has rise in body temperature. They have no antipyretic effect in normal person. The absorption of iron from gastrointestinal tract is maximum if individual has an iron deficiency anemia. Next topic, calculation of doses. The doses of drug given in pharmacopoeia represent the average maximum quantity of drugs which can be administered to an adult orally within 24 hours. The doses are calculated in proportionate to age, body weight, and surface area of the patient. There are various formula for calculation of dose. These formulas we have discussed in pharmaceutical calculation topic. First, dose proportionate to age. There are a number of methods by which dose for a child can be calculated from the adult dose on the basis of uh, proportionate to age. First, Young's formula. Young's formula is used for calculating the dose for children under 12 years of age and adult. According to Young's formula, dose for a child is equal to age in years upon age in years plus 12 into adult dose. Next, Dilling's formula. This formula is used for calculating the dose for children in between 4 to 20-year age. This formula is considered better because it is quicker and easier to calculate the dose. According to this, dose for child is equal to age in years upon 20 multiplied by adult dose. Next formula, based on age of the patient, Fried's formula. This formula is used for calculating of dose for infants. Dose for infants is equal to age in months upon 150 into adult dose. Next, calculation of dose based on proportionate based on body weight means proportionate to body weight. Formula given is Clark's formula. According to this, dose for child equals to weight of child in kilogram upon 70 multiplied by adult dose, or weight of child in pound upon 150 multiplied by adult dose. Next, dose proportionate to surface area. Dose proportionate to surface area. Dose for child is equal to surface area of child upon surface area of adult multiplied by adult dose, and surface area of adult for an average man is 1.73 meters square. So dose for child is equal to surface area of child in meter square upon 1.73 meter square multiplied by adult dose. Next topic is veterinary doses. Veterinary doses are the doses which are given to animals uh, by the veterinarian. So, pharmacist dealing with veterinary doses should have complete knowledge of posology, which pertains to animal medication. The doses required for animals are more or on higher side in comparison to human beings because the weight and surface area of animal is more than that of human beings. Doses for animals are generally mentioned on body weights. Doses are normally applicable to all species except in certain cases whereas it is specifically mentioned. There are almost same factors which affect animal doses. Age: young animals need less dose of drug as compared to adults because young animals are more susceptible than adults. And sex plays an important role while prescribing the dose for animal. The females require less dose than male animals. Certain contraindicated drugs should not be which are contraindicated in pregnant animals because of hazards of inducing abortion. Some drugs may pass into milk which becomes unfit for human consumption. Next factor, body weight and size. Dose of drug in case of animal depend on body weight and size. Size of animal depends on their breed. Example, in case of dog, or dose which may be harmless for a heavy breed of dog may be dangerous to dogs of light breed. Means size of the heavy breed dog is greater as compared to size of lighter breed dog. So body weight varies and dose depends on body weight. Dose is calculated on the base of body weight. Next factor, time of administration. A small dose of drug more effective if given in empty stomach rather than after meals. Purgatives and anthelmintics are more effective when given of empty stomach. Similarly, hypnotics are more effective when given after sunset than given in the morning. Next factor, route of administration. Intravenous doses are less as compared to oral doses. The following order is observed while administering dose of same drug by different routes. Uh, Oral route requires high amount of doses, then subcutaneous route require less amount as compared to oral route, and intramuscular is required less as compared to subcutaneous, and intravenous route require very less amount of dose as compared to all routes. Next factor, environmental factor conditions. The atmospheric moisture and temperature have great effect on tissues of animals. In rainy season, when climate is humid and hot, less dose is required. In winter, then climate is dry and cold. Next factor, habit. Animal which is constantly under the influence of a drug may develop tolerance for that drug. In such cases, normal dose may fail to produce the desired effect, hence, large doses are required to produce the required effect. Next is rate of elimination. The rate of excretion depends rate of excretion depends on dose of the drug. The drugs which are excreted at faster rate require large doses than those drugs which are excreted at a slow rate. Next, effect of drug. When two drugs having similar type of pharmacological action are given in combination, the effect will become more powerful than the individual drug even given in equivalent dose. But many times when two or more drugs are combined together, they oppose the effect of each other due to antagonism, and ultimate therapeutic effect is decreased. Next factor, purpose of medication. The dose of drug varies with the purpose for which it is used. For example, magnesium sulfate acts as a purgative in large doses, but in small doses it acts as antacid and laxative. Next, species. The dose of drug varies from species to species. The dose of drug for cow will different from sheep, horse, cat, etc. Opium is a narcotic even then it produces excitement in horse and cattle, but it shows narcosis in dog. These differences in action are due to anatomical and physiological peculiarities. Next, the character of drug. Large doses of drug are required if it given in crude form to the animals. For example, Nux vomica powder is required to be given in large doses than its active constituent strychnine alkaloid, which is given in small doses. So dose is also depend on character of drug. This chapter posology is about dose of drug and various factors which affect dose of drug, and the methods to calculate the dose for children. For this various formulas we have studied: Young formula, Clark's formula, Freud's formula, Dilling formula. So this is about the posology. Thank you.